The second reason that the world is quickly moving away from the dollar, or that is causing de-dollarization, is difference in ideology. The fact that if you disagree with the United States of America and the Western nations, the fact that you could be sanctioned for difference in ideology or for difference in opinion is causing the world to quickly de-dollarize, to quickly move away from the dollar as the reserve currency of the world. Case in point, they have sanctioned Uganda because they disagree on LGBTQ plus bill, that Uganda passed into law, and the United States of America sanctioned Uganda. Because of that, right, they have threatened to sanction Ghana as well because they have a bill that they need to pass into law, and if they pass that bill into law, then the United States of America have also threatened to sanction Ghana. And this is what they do, right? Like when you disagree with the United States in ideology, they can easily sanction you and affect your country's economy. So the world is like, no man, these guys have too much power. The fact that they can sanction us for difference in opinion, just for difference in opinion, is causing a lot of countries to look for different means, right? Which is why Russia and China, when they trade amongst each other, they no longer use the dollar. And this is a pattern that we've seen grow, into Southeast Asia, into Africa. There's a lot of talk among African nations that they need to trade with their own currencies. And China, when trading with African countries, are also promoting using those local currencies. So sanctions have played the weaponization of the dollar has played a huge part, but also the fact that they can sanction you for difference in opinion, right? A lot of African countries are conservative by nature, right? Like they are not liberal like the Americans. Not to say they don't respect human rights, but they have a different way of living. So does China. So does the Arab-speaking nations. So not all the world is going to be exactly like America. Now, other countries have their own cultures. They have their own ways. They're not going to embrace homosexuality. They're not as liberal as the United States of America. But the United States is hell-bent on interfering in other countries' affairs, especially in the African continent, and promoting this LGBTQ plus and woke movement. And this is not sitting down well with a lot of African countries and a lot of African leaders, and not just in Africa, in Asia as well, in China and Russia. So the fact that they're promoting their own ideologies and are forcing those ideologies down the throats of other nations, and the fact that if you disagree with them on those ideologies, they can sanction you, that is furthering the move of de-dollarization. That is furthering countries to use the dollar less and less and to remove their dollars in the reserves of the Americans. That is the second main reason why a lot of countries are moving away, or why the world is de-dollarizing and moving away from using the dollar as the reserve currency. Right? The fact that, difference in ideology can lead to sanction. Countries are like, no, man, we cannot accept that. We have our own customs, we have our own religions, we have our own ways of doing things. We cannot be told by the United States of America what human rights are.